Yeah, the third one is from diazonium salt. Okay, so diazonium salt is nothing but okay, as I'll tell you. Okay, so from diazonium salt, what they are doing, a diazonium salt is formed by treating an aromatic primary amine. Okay, so here in the reactant side you have to take what, amine. Okay, aromatic amine you have to take. Aromatic means it is cyclic, right? So this is aromatic. Amine is a name which is coming from ammonia. Okay, so what is the formula for ammonia? NH3. So here we will not write NH3 because we'll write NH2 because one of the hydrogen is attached to this benzene ring. Okay, so actually this structure is which type of amine? Aniline. Okay, aniline, that is C6H5NH2. Okay, that's actually aniline. Okay, so it is a type of aromatic primary amine. Whenever you have NH2 and all, it means it is an ammonia. Okay, so what they are taking? They are taking aniline, which is nothing but an aromatic primary amine. Okay, and they are treating it with the nitrous acid. Okay, nitrous acid is nothing but NaNO2. Okay, along with HCl, nitrous acid. Okay, so the actually the combination of these two, they have said it as nitrous acid. Okay, and I told you that they are actually heating it at what temperature? 273 to 290, sorry, 273 to 278 Kelvin. Okay, that time you are getting a diazonium salt. You see the first statement, a diazonium salt. Okay, I'll just write the diazonium salt. So this is the diazonium salt. Okay, this is N2Cl. Okay, so here Cl will have minus charge, this will have a positive charge, and this is called as benzene diazonium chloride. Okay, you can see benzene here, benzene ring. Okay, diazonium, actually this N2 is called as diazonium. Okay, and chloride. Okay, this is only actually a diazonium salt because chloride is there. So we'll read the first statement again. A diazonium salt is formed by treating an aromatic primary ammonia. Okay, that is aniline with nitrous acid. What is nitrous acid? NaNO2 plus HCl. At what temperature? 273 to 278 Kelvin. Okay, then what they are doing, this diazonium salt is actually hydrolyzed. Okay, I am writing the reaction down, you should write it straight. Okay, so then they are doing what? They are hydrolyzing it. Hydrolyzing means water, right? Warm. Okay, again you are heating it. When you hydrolyze this diazonium salt, what is formed? You will get phenol. You will get your product. Okay, the expected product phenol. Along with that you will get N2 and HCl also. Okay, so what is written? Diazonium salts are hydrolyzed to phenol by warming with water or by treating with dilute acids. So here you are warming with water. Here in your book they have given warming with water. Instead of that you can use any of the acids also, like dilute HCl and all, you can use it. Okay, so it's very, very clear. What is that? This is called as diazonium salt. Okay, so first process is what? Diazonium salt is formed by treating a primary aromatic amine. Okay, this is an example. Amine with, you can take any other aromatic primary amine also. Here they have taken aniline, right? With the nitrous acid. Nitrous acid is nothing but NaNO2 plus HCl. Okay, NaNO2 plus HCl, and the temperature is 273 to 278 Kelvin. And then what they are doing, they are hydrolyzing this diazonium salt. Okay, so hydrolyze you can do it two ways. Either you warm the water, okay, warming it with water, or you can treat it with any of the dilute acids also. Then what all things you will get? You will get phenol. Along with that you will get N2 and HCl, right? So this was the third step. The fourth step is from cumene. Okay, so cumene is also a new, so these all what to say, like this is aniline, then benzene, phenol, alcohols. These names and all you should by heart it. Okay, cumene is also a new benzene derivative. In the starting itself I told you that we will be using benzene derivatives. So the first method we have used a benzene derivative. What is that? Haloarine. Okay. Second step, what we have used a benzene derivative, that is nothing but benzene sulfonic acid. Third step, we have used this benzene derivative, nothing but aniline. In the fourth one, we are going to use the benzene derivative, that is nothing but cumene. Okay. So the fourth step is from cumene. Okay. So cumene structure you have to by heart it. So I'll just read what is that. Phenol is manufactured from the hydrocarbon cumene. Okay. So cumene, you can see the structure. You have to, when it is a benzene derivative, then you have to draw a benzene. Then you will have CH. Okay. Then with one CH3 and here also CH3. Okay, that is, you can think it as a straight chain, CH3 CH CH3, with the second carbon one benzene ring is attached. Actually it is in that way. Okay, that is cumene. Cumene. Okay, another name for cumene is actually isopropyl benzene. Okay, this is cumene, or it is also called as isopropyl benzene. Okay, so this name also is there. What they are doing, they are oxidizing it. Okay, oxidizing means what? Addition of oxygen. Okay, so I am reading from your book only. Phenol is manufactured from the hydrocarbon cumene. Cumene or isopropyl benzene is oxidized in the presence of air. So how they are, from where they are getting this oxygen? From air. They are not using any of the oxidizing agents. Okay, to cumene peroxide, cumene hydroperoxide. Okay, I'm really sorry. So when you oxidize this cumene, what you will get? You will get cumene hydroperoxide. Okay, so what is that? The same structure you have to draw. No need to mug up here. What you have to do? The same CH3. Okay, the same CH3, and then the C, this H will not come. Okay, this H will not come, rest is same. Instead of this H, you have to add these two O's first. Okay, then only you will get the H. Actually, don't write it here itself together, here, like this. Okay, so what will happen? In between this C and H, you have to introduce this two oxygens. Okay, now the name of this is what? Cumene hydroperoxide. Okay, then next what you have to do, it is converted, that is this cumene hydroperoxide is converted to phenol and acetone by treating it with dilute acids. Then you have to, I'm writing it down, you have to treat it with any of the acid. That's why we write H plus. Okay, that you get what? You get two products, and both the product they say that is very, very important. One is phenol. Okay, another one is acetone, CH3 CO CH3. Okay, it's a ketone group, you can see CO. So this is what? Acetone. So what they say that this method they are not only using to prepare phenol, but this method is widely used for the preparation of acetone also. Okay, so this is clear. So what we are doing, we are taking cumene. Okay, this is also a benzene derivative. We are oxidizing it. Okay, oxidizing means we are adding oxygen. Then what we get? We get cumene hydroperoxide. Where will you substitute this O, two O's in between C and H? Okay, and then what we are doing, we are treating this cumene hydroperoxide with any of the acid. Okay, because it is acid, that's why we are writing H plus here. Okay, so what you will get? You will get phenol and acetone also, right? Okay, so hope this is clear. this is clear. Okay, with this what happens, our preparation of the phenol is over. Okay, next we will see page number 333, physical properties. See, physical properties, if you just read it off, you will understand. Okay, I'm just going to tell you just the main point, that's all. Okay, rest you can just go through and you can make the notes, right? So I'll take that in the next video. Thank you.